Welcome back to the Jason Reuter Coaches Show here on the Bear Network. I'm your host, Gary Ownbey, talking about Bearettes basketball here with Coach Reuter today. And Coach, busy week last week. We had a couple of games, a district game. We had a non-district game, two challenging contests. First, we went down to East Hampton last Tuesday and pulled out a 58-50 win there to stay unbeaten in the district. Big road win, as you always said, we've talked about. You take care of business at home. You got to win on the road too, though, to have a shot to win the district. And that's the girls took care of business down there.
It wasn't easy. I mean, we a lot of respect for East Hamilton. They have returning Miss Basketball. You know, when you have a superstar, you've always got a shot. And she is Miss Basketball in AAA from last year. Could be back-to-back Miss Basketball. I don't.
I'm sure she'll be nominated.
I mean, I'm sure she'll be one of the three nominees. So, you know, we've got a lot of people shooting at us, and I thought our kids went down there and persevered. We went through some adversity. We hung together, and we won. So, you know, there's what was Al Davis's famous quote?
Just win, baby.
Just win, baby. Just win. Yeah. So, we're showing our age here a little bit, Gary. But
well, yeah, you're getting old.
But our kids won, and you know, we talk about not accepting. We didn't play perfect. We're never going to play a perfect game, but we won, and district games were the most important. That put us at 7-0 in the district. There's still a lot of district games left to be played, so we was proud to get that win and get out of there, and it was a heck of a battle. So there's a good chance we may see them again in district or region. So.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt that one bit. Well, and then we take a little trip across the river over there to Decatur. To take on Meigs County, a very, very tough Meigs County, a AA team, no doubt, but took it to us 54-50. That one went overtime. Coach Powell over there, he has got a solid team. They started 5 juniors, and they were scrappy. They're good. They're quick. I mean, they're everything that you probably would like to build a team around. So look for him to be go extremely deep, I think, in the postseason this year, and next year, with all them returning, it looks like they're going to have a pretty good future there. And that's the kind of game that I really enjoyed, and we need to play teams like that. I hope we can do that on a yearly basis if everybody can work that out to play a good local competition. It's going to draw good, we know that, but anyway, it's still another good win, and it was a road win for you. And you've said this from day one. This year, going back to the preseason, this is the toughest schedule you've ever faced. We've faced 5 different state champions, include the Tennessee state champion, Ainsworth in AA. We're state champion, and we went to Florida and played 3 state champions down there. But then here's Meigs, you know, and people think, oh, it's just a AA school. Hey, it's not your typical AA girls school. And the people around the state who know basketball know that.
Right, yeah. I started my coaching career at Meigs County 27 years ago at Meigs County. I was a boys' assistant, and I got indoctrinated real quick into girls basketball. They won the state championship in AA the first year I was there, and they've got a rich tradition in girls basketball. And we played Meigs my first year here when I was Kent Smith's assistant, but that's the last time we've played Meigs. We've tried to schedule them. I'm not making any gestures here. I'm just saying we've not been able to. We've tried to schedule them many years. It just never worked out. This year, Coach Powell called me, and I've been doing this long enough to know when the coach starts calling you to schedule games, then I knew he had a good team.
And he did.
They probably should have won the region last year, and they got upset and had to go to, I believe it was Macon County, and lost on the road. So they could have very easily been in the state tournament last year. They're a scrappy bunch. They give us, you know, our kids persevered once again. We were down 2. With 13 seconds, they fouled us intentionally to put us taking it out again. They fouled us again, if you recall.
They sure did. Yeah.
You keep playing with fire, you're finally going to get burned. I told our kids we can't put ourselves in these positions, but you know, we had a little adversity. We had to go over there and put some people in some different spots. We were still a little leg tired, believe it or not, from Tuesday, and I probably didn't use good judgment on Wednesday. We went against the freshman boys. And I thought I had it timed out about right, but I went just a little bit too long, and our legs were heavy.
Yeah.
Look, all the credit in the world to Meigs County.
Yes,
but
very good.
All the credit to the Bradley Bearettes for getting the W. It will go down in the win column, and you know, the gym was packed over there.
Great atmosphere.
I'm not you know, I've coached boys basketball as an assistant more than I have girls, but I think half the crowd left after the girls' game. So
They did. That was
we were
quite
coming in
obvious.
ranked number 1. Mags has got a really good team, and then we found a way to win. They'll get another shot at us. We'll get another shot at them. It's senior night. That's next Monday, but we got, no offense to Megs, they could easily come over here and beat us, but the next 2 games are more important to us because they're district games.
Right.
Cleveland and Walker Valley. So
One of those is tonight. You're going to travel over to Cleveland High School, and then Friday, Walker Valley will come in here for our last home district game. So we'll have them to see again. We're in our second rotation of all the schools in our district, 7-0. As you said, we play 12 games there. And we do have Cleveland night. Looking ahead to the Cleveland game tonight, we're filming this Tuesday morning. They gave us a tough time over here. We beat them 67-52, I think the final was. About a 15-point win. You know they're going to be primed at home on their floor, though.
oh yeah, it's Bradley Cleveland. You can throw the records out most years. I mean, I know we've had some lopsided victories, and I know I've been very blessed to be on the winning side of that. But they're an improved team, and we're going into their house. There's no one in the world they'd rather beat more than Bradley Central, and I'd say the feeling's mutual here. You know,
Right.
we go to church with people on Sunday morning, but on Tuesday and Friday nights we want to beat each other worse than anybody. So it's just the way rivalries are, and I don't know that there's a. I'm sure somebody could argue. I don't know there's a bigger rival in the state of Tennessee than Bradley Cleveland. It's got to be in the top handful at least. You know, there's just not many communities that have 2 schools in this location that close to each other, 2 different systems, with a long history of Bradley Central in multiple sports. And
Sort of like Baylor McCauley down
Baylor
Chattanooga.
McCauley, I guess, would be
That'd
that. Probably more. You know, there's probably more community involvement in this one because so many of those kids are boarding kids. And,
Yes, you're right.
but it's a privilege to be involved in. I tell our kids every time we take the floor against Cleveland or Walker Valley, I said, you know, enjoy this moment. There'll be butterflies in your stomach, and you know, professional athletes get nervous, but use that to motivate you. The gym will be tonight. There'll be time we tip it off. There'll be a couple thousand people in there, and how many kids play their whole career and never get in that type of environment?
Most of them.
Most kids will never play in an environment like they have in the Bradley Cleveland game, and so we're going to use that as a positive. We're going to have fun. We're going to compete. We know that this game is probably going to be a dogfight right down to the wire, but you know what? The sun's going to come up either way, and
Yep.
I know I wouldn't trade my team for anybody, so I'm looking forward to the challenge.
Well, we're looking forward to. We got Walker Valley. We're not going to talk about Walker Valley today, except to say they're going to be here Friday for our final home district game. Let's talk about someone we've not talked on recently here. Young lady played for you a couple years ago, Ryan Howard, who was the SEC Freshman of the Year, the National Freshman of the Year. She won 8 or 9 times her freshman year. She was the SEC Freshman of the Week, which led to the Freshman of the Year, and then nationally she was recognized. I watched her again on TV last night, and the announcers who are covering the game just cannot sing her praise enough, seems like, about what she did. And they were in a tight game last night with Auburn. She had a horrible night, really, 7 points into the final minute, and she picked up some free throws. She had a key steal to ice the game, and then had a block on their final attempt to tie the game there. So how do you, I mean, you've been to several of her games, I know. How do you, she's got to make you feel good. Hey, I coach this girl. Maybe I, of course, she's got God-given talents, but you've got to feel like you had an influence in her career too, because she was, from the get-go here, I will go on record saying I think she's the best overall player we've ever had as a Bearette. And I'll get some pushback from that. I know. We have some great Bearettes. I know we have, folks, so don't be mad at me. I'm just telling you, overall, I think she is. But
I'm just going to say that she's the best Bearette that I've coached as far as athletic basketball talent, and she's proving that. She proved it while she was here. I know we went to 2 Final Fours. You know, we're 1 second away from going to the state finals. 1 play, 1 call. Her senior year, we got beat in the Final Four her sophomore year. Her 4 district titles, 3 region titles. She left here as a leading scorer in 5-on-5 era. Am I correct?
yes.
And you know, she's just a once-in-a-lifetime player. at most public high schools or private, could be, depends on your circumstance, but she's a once-in-a-lifetime in a coach's career type player. Now, is she human? Yes. She didn't have a great game last night. I don't know if I got home about the start of the second quarter from Bradley, and of course I'm also trying to prepare for Cleveland, but I sat down and watched it, and took a little break at halftime and watched a little Cleveland film. Then I went back to watching, but you notice she took a pretty big injury.
Yeah, dislocated 2 fingers, I think.
I dislocated a pinky.
A pinky, is that what it was?
Yeah, I talked to her mother last night, and I text Ryan too, but
she was in some pain.
she didn't text me back. I guess she's gotten too big for a high school coach. But her mother, I texted her mother right after the game, who's sitting in the stands. She goes, she dislocated her pinky on her left finger.
Yeah, right.
Left hand, I should say. And,
trying to steal a ball.
So they took her in the back. She was in a lot of pain. You know, she's a tough girl. She plays through pain, and they taped it up, and they got it back in alignment. And she came out and played the fourth quarter, and basically played with one hand. If you watched her,
yeah, she did.
She
sure did.
So, look, there's a lot more to the game than just scoring, and she did some intangibles last night. And she's second in the nation in scoring going into the game last night. And the Cats are ranked in the top, I can't remember what they're ranked, but top 20.
Top 15, I think.
Top 15, yeah. But she's human. She's going to have good games and bad games, but I think everybody in the country, she's in the talk. She is definitely in the, I'd say, top 5 for Player of the Year.
Yeah,
in the nation.
On sophomore. Every watch list they call it that you can be involved in. And to me, she expressed the epitome of a team player. She said this, and you can watch it. She doesn't care how many points she gets. She cares about helping the team win whatever way she can, whatever it takes, and that's all she cares about.
And you're right. I mean,
that's why she played here at high school.
Yeah, we've all got egos, and we've got certain standards for ourselves. But the thing that made Ryan special, you look around the stat board, maybe she's got 20 points, but she's also got 9 rebounds. She's also got 5 assists. She's also got 4 steals. She's got 3 blocks and 1 turnover. All that. I mean, what's Dickie V say? A stat stuffer, stocking stuffer, whatever.
Stat stuffer, yeah.
She's all over the board, and I mean, I had to force her to try to. I think Kentucky wants her to score a lot. If somebody's going to force a shot on that team, Coach Mitchell wants it to be Ryan Howard.
Yeah.
And that's the way I coached her. Sometimes I had to urge her to score a little more. She's so unselfish that, no offense, but the girl you may be giving the ball to, I'd rather you try to force the issue than maybe who you're giving it to. Yeah. But the kids love to play with her, and that's what made Ryan special. Not only was she very good, but her teammates loved playing with her because they knew that she was not bigger than the team, and
she always had.
We may not, look, we don't win the state championship last year without Ryan Howard.
Right.
She puts us in. You realize in her 4 years here, she put us in position to play in region finals, district finals, region finals, sub-state, state tournaments, big-time Christmas tournaments. So she got those kids in position that when we hit the big stage, it give us an advantage. So maybe I'll go back and order her a ring. I should have got her one.
Well, they comment, you can look at her, and she's so stoic. You never know if the team is winning or losing. But she was smiling mighty big last night. Several times they caught her on camera, her smiling and enjoying herself. And obviously, they shot 11 points, I think, finally at the end of the game. Like I said, it doesn't mean a thing to her, but she's a great representative for Bradley Central High School and the Bearettes program. And it's been an honor to follow her and talk with her and interview her so many times. I know it's been an honor for you to coach her and everything. And Coach, we'd like to wish you the best of luck tonight in the game with Cleveland over there. Back here at home Friday night, we'll walk about 2 big district games. Watch that on the Bear Network over here Friday night and see that live. But thanks again, Coach. Congratulations on last week.
Sir.
And we'll talk with you next time. For now, on the Bear Network, here's been Coach Reuter. I'm your host, Gary Ownbey, saying so long for now. God bless, and go Bears.